commodity, hindi po lahat ng commodity pwede mong small scale, kaya ng nickel kasi kailangan mo ng equipments. So karamihan ng mga small scale ay nasa gold. Ang copper hindi pwede, kaya wala to sa mga areas na walang gold. Kaya marami to sa Davao de Oro, sa Agusan del Sur, yun doon sila marami. Sa amin walang small scale, may Minahang Bayan, magkaiba to. Yung Minahang Bayan, approved ng MGB na dating nagmimina ng chromite, kasi pwede mong small scale, ginawa nilang Minahang Bayan. Kaya ang maraming problema na hindi pa na-convert into Minahang Bayan, yung Davao de Oro, Davao del Norte, Agusan, dahil nandyan yung gold.
Actually, the small scale reality. No, actually, in MGB, we are in the process of amending the law of small scale mine, which is the Republic Act 7076. Okay, before the small scale is only pick and shovel. We don't allow explosive, heavy equipment, but in our amendment, so we will allow some sort of explosive and heavy equipment. But because that's the reality of small scale, you cannot mine without by simply using pick and shovel. How can you make a tunnel by simply using the pick and shovel? That's all, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, if
Yusek, yeah.
yes, if I may add, I think the current value of the sale of gold to BSP is around 24 billion. And in record, there's only around 50 small-scale mines. So that means around each of them is producing around 500 million pesos of gold. So that really means that there's a lot of small scale that is not operating as small scale, and there are a lot of small scale mines that are not being accounted for.
Chair,
Go ahead,
I'm
Senator.
certain before you discuss the small scale, it's been defined already by the body, right? Is a definition based on earnings on the land designated as small scale mining? What is the basis for the definition?
It was mentioned earlier by
Already.
the MGB. If it's below 5 hectares, the LGU.
It's the
Yeah.
land area.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not the kind of material being mined, it's the area. 5 hectares less. But you're saying that there are many small scale. How many do you say are the small scale?
Currently, we have information on the small. Who compiles all the data? I think
MGB should be MGB.
for small scale. Ilan yan? All over.
Please correct me if I'm wrong, but
How many?
as far as I know, there's no one, no particular agency.
So wala.
No,
They don't have a grip on
impossible.
DILG? Is there a bureau, for instance? I think we have to call
MGB?
DILG here next time kasi
Mr.
Sure,
Chair?
it should be the Mines and Geosciences Bureau should have the database of all mining, whether small or big. And they should know the illegal as well, right? So who's our MGB po?
ito, si Engineer Mateo.
Yes, Senator, we have the data on how many the small-scale mining in the Philippines, but as of now, I don't have a record here.
Can I have your name, please? Hindi ko makita. Engineer Marshall Mateo, OIC, Assistant Director. Mr. Chair, something as important as this, why does the DNR send an OIC Assistant Director? Well, you may know, and thank you for being here, who is the MGB head who should be here. And when you come to a Senate hearing, you can't say, I have the information, but it's not with me. So why are you here, sir? You should have the information. And USEC OIC Adriano, please do not say that there is no government agency in charge. It makes it appear that you in the executive are so incompetent. Because when you say there is no one in charge in government of monitoring, or no one has a database of mining in the country or small scale, it shows there's a gap in the law. And if it's true, then we should cure that.
Yeah, if there's a gap, tama si Senator Lagarde, there's a gap, but yun nga, that's what we're trying to drive at, Senator and your honors. Is small-scale mining being monitored adequately? If it's MGB or DOF or maybe even DILG, the Bureau of Local Government Finance, who looks at it? Sino ba talagang ano? Sino nakakaalam basically? What's the yeah, we do, that's a separate debate, but it's something we need to know also.
Clarify that because it is on record. May I see, pakitaas po ng inyong pangalan. No, kayo po, USEC. Okay. DOF. Okay, pakitaas. Sinabi nyo on record, there is no one in charge of small-scale mining. Right? If that's accurate,
The LGU is the one supposed to be in charge.
gusto ko malaman nga.
The LGU.
So meron in charge. Huwag niyo sasabihin wala. Ang yan ang sakit ng minsan nating lahat eh. Wala.
Yeah.
There's someone in charge. Kasi nga kaya nga may hearing eh. Kasi i-improve natin yung batas eh. Irerepasuhin natin. Pag sinasabi niyong wala, mula sa simula, aba, ang laking puwang niyan na walang in charge mula sa simula sa unang mining law, walang in charge ng small scale. Hindi po ako makapaniwala. 1998, nakapuan na ako dito. Imposibleng wala. Kung hindi po nyo alam, dahil bago kayo, sabihin lang ninyo. Pero kung merong designated na ahensya, ituro po ninyo at kailangan handa silang sumagot sa amin. Hindi pwedeng, I'm here, but I did not bring the materials. Hindi pwede po yun. So, ulitin kong tanong. Sorry, inibita mo kong sumama sa'yo, Chairman Angara.
Yeah.
So, you asked me to join you, so I have these questions. Because I don't like to hear wala.
No, but the
Meron
reality might be there's no one
Baka
really
nga wala.
collating the data.
That's why.
So now is the opportunity to create that mechanism.
To create
Oo.
it. So, based on the simple question. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Based on the existing mining laws, who is in charge? We say who, not person. Which agency is in charge, including local governments? Just answer. We want to be enlightened. Of monitoring and enforcing regulations on legal small-scale mining. Yan. Kasi sabi nyo wala, maybe you would like to correct that
Yes,
kung meron. Pero kung wala, sabihin nyo
yes.
yung totoo.
Meron, ma'am.
Before-
LGU.
Yes, before my stated, I mentioned, correct me if I'm wrong. I apologize, Madam. So, I believe there is a provincial mining regulatory board composing of the LGUs plus, it should be MGB kasama dun sa
Yeah.
board. So, but, yes,
Sige, let's give.
That's why I'm telling
Governor, go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, that the Provincial Mining Regulatory Board is chaired by the local chief executive or the governor, plus the MGB sitting and helping and checking. So it's LGU and MGB. Meron po.
Correct. Kaya nga po, kaya Mr. Chair, I had to intervene because otherwise, it will go into the records na wala.
Yeah.
So meron po. Alam ko naman yun ang sagot. Mines and Geosciences Bureau. Kaya hinihiling po natin ngayon sa MGB, sa ilalim ng DNR, na saan po ang listahan nyo, pakibasa po, pakisumite sa komite, ang lahat ng small-scale mining sa buong bansa. Since na-determine na natin na kayo po ang may sakop.
Yes,
At bakit po, nasan yung inyong, sino yung head ng MGB at bakit wala dito? Thank you.
May prior meeting po ang aming director. Well,
Who is the director now? Who is the director?
Please state the name of your director. Is he also an OIC?
Yeah.
And if you replaced him, you should have the materials that the director otherwise would have.
the current director is Attorney Danilo Uyking.
Uyting.
Uyking.
Uyking.
Uyking. Uyking. Uyking.
Okay.
Sorry, Madam Senator, but promise na we'll provide this committee the number of small-scale mining in the Philippines.
Yes. Ano lang, yung nga, kasi meron nga pala kayong representation. So it appears you're the representative of the national government in all of the provincial boards. So dapat meron tayong datos na aggregate lahat ng 81, 82 provinces natin, di ba? Can you submit that to us?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Well, maybe not all provinces have it, no? Because not all provinces allow mining. But kung ano po yung meron kayo, please submit to the committee.
Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang malaman ilan yung sinabi. It wasn't clear. How many small scale? 30 plus? Was it?
He mentioned 50 for gold in reference to the
Suma total.
sale of
58,
gold.
around
58.
yes.
Okay. There are
Minahang Bayan.
58
Minahang Bayan.
Minahang Bayan. There are 58 small-scale mining operations sang-ayon ba ang MGB? Galing ang datos na yan sa DOF, kayo, hindi naman sila nakaupo yata sa board eh. So dapat galing yan sa MGB. Di ba po?
Yes, sir. Ma'am,
Are there
actually,
58,
for
sir?
Minahang Bayan, we have as of 2023, we have 59 declared Minahang Bayan, Madam Senator.
Ano pong diferensya? Kasi ang tinatanong ko ay small-scale mining at yun ang naabutan ko na tinatanong ni Chair Senator Angara. Ano po yung diferensya pag sabihin natin Minahang Bayan at saka small-scale mining? Tinagalog lang ba natin yung small-scale mining or iba po ang sakop? What's the difference? Please identify definition of terms. Simple lang po, yung hindi technical. Minahang Bayan, small-scale mining. 58 or 59? Kasi Mr. MGB.
Well, sorry po, hindi raw po siya 59, it's 58. Nagkamali lang po ako ng basa. Madam Chair, ang Minahang Bayan is mostly cooperative. So, ito po yung bago, no? Yung pong sinasabi nila before na small scale nila governor, small scale mining permit before. Kaya po sa ngayon hindi ko po dala yung data.
So, ang Minahang Bayan
Is kooperatiba po.
ay kooperatiba at ito rin ang tinatawag na small-scale mining.
Small,
In short, yung 58, ba sabi nyo?
Yes, ma'am.
58 po, ay pareho na ng small-scale mining o iba pa yung Minahang Bayan, iba pa yung small-scale mining na listahan. I'm just trying to compare. Isa lang po yun na
Magkaiba
listahan.
magkaiba po, Madam Senator.
Iba.
Yes, ma'am.
May 58 na Minahang Bayan.
Yes, ma'am. Yun po yung under ng DNR na dinideclared po natin as Minahang Bayan. Yun po yung before na may small-scale mining na sa ngayon hindi po namin alam eksaktong date, ay eksaktong bilang kung ilan po.
I'm
With your permission, Senator
Yeah.
Legarda, because this tax measure, it's not meant to apply to small-scale mining, di ba?
Mr. Chair,
Or is it meant to apply also?
no, there is no taxation.
Yeah, kasi local
we're not
government
paying
yun, di ba?
taxes on national
So
taxes.
it's in a sense, it's tangential to
Okay.
the bill at hand.
But- so
with your
that we see-
permission,
yeah.
we will just ask the MGB to submit a report to us detailing the state of small-scale mining in the country.
Just to,
No.
before we release that part, Minahang Bayan ba at small-scale mining ay iisa lang? O iba pa yung listahan ng small-scale mining na hindi sakop ng national taxation at iba pa yung Minahang Bayan na hindi rin sakop ng taxation sa national? Because we have to identify that. Yung pala kailangan i-tax sila. And I can see the governor nodding. So, before we leave the topic of Minahang Bayan and or small-scale mining, are they one and the same? Which is the government agency tasked to monitor them, and which agency or local government or national collects taxes from them, or kung pareho, hindi naman national government ang nag-tax? Can someone just answer the very, very basic question? I think it should be both DOF and MGB to answer that.
MGB muna siguro. Anong difference nga nung small scale tsaka Minahang Bayan? Yeah.
Yung small scale before, yung small scale mining permit, yun po kasi nga ngayon yung Minahang Bayan, yun po yung kooperatiba na under na po siya ng mga taxes.
So kailangan kooperatiba yung Minahang Bayan. Yung
yes.
small scale hindi dati kooperatiba yun.
Mga small scale mining permit pwede po siyang
Individual,
Yes, sir.
okay. Ngayon,
Kaya po,
pwede pa ba yung Minahang Bayan sa individual?
yun po kasi nga before yung PD 1899 inabolish na siya. Wala kasi doon merong small scale mining permit, pwede siyang individual. Inabolish na po siya ngayon po RA 7076 lahat po siya dapat puro kooperatiba na po siya. Kaya po
So there are no more small scale mining permits
to be.
for individuals. Wala
Supposed
na po.
to be,
Supposed to be.
yes.
Ibig sabihin meron. So sino nag-i-issue nun? Mga local governments?
local government.
Okay.
Sir,
Local government, pero kasama ang MGB sa board. Tama?
Yes po. Yes po. Governor Damari, ma'am. Iklaro ko lang din, sir, dapat iset din natin ang parameters na yung commodity, hindi po lahat ng commodity pwede mong small scale, kaya ng nickel kasi kailangan mo ng equipments. So karamihan ng mga small scale ay nasa gold. Ang copper hindi pwede. Kaya wala to sa mga areas na walang gold. Kaya marami to sa Davao de Oro, sa Agusan del Sur, yun doon sila marami. Sa amin walang small scale, may minahang bayan, magkaiba to. Yung minahang bayan, approved ng MGB na dating nagmimina ng chromite kasi pwede mong small scale, ginawa nilang minahang bayan. Kaya ang maraming problema na hindi pa na-convert into minahang bayan, yung Davao de Oro, Davao del Norte, Agusan, dahil nandun yung gold.
Sa inyo
Thank you
po, ilan po ang minahang bayan?
Ang approve nila sa amin is isa pa ata, tapos yung isa kinonvert ng NPSA. Bakit na-convert, hindi ko alam.
Yeah.
Pero dahil ang aming chromite, yun ang ginawa nilang, na-convert na po nila yung aming dating naghuhugas ng chromite into minahang bayan.
Okay.
Kaya okay na yun, kooperatiba na sila.
Okay. With your permission, Senator Legarda, can we leave this issue of because we have 8 more resource persons who have not commented on the measure yet. Na sidetrack tayo dun sa issue ng small scale mining and minambayan, but strictly speaking, the measure does not apply to them. So,
Okay.
yeah.
May we request the MGB and the DOF to put their figures together and submit to the committee the Minahang Bayan and or the small scale, and to ascertain, DOF, whether indeed they do not pay national taxation and only to local governments, and under this proposed measure to revise or amend the existing tax regime on mining, are we certain it will not be affected? So that's what we want to know. That's why I asked, Mr. Chair, for definition of terms, because maaring iba yung Minahang Bayan, because in the website of DNR, it says Minahang Bayan refers to a common area where small-scale miners are permitted. So iba ba yan? Tapos, how do we define that in this new measure or revised measure? Baka mamaya makover na sila.
Just to
So,
be clear and place it on the record, the concern of Senator Legarda, Yusek, and Engineer Mateo, yung minahang bayan and small-scale mining will not be affected by this measure. It's not meant to be applicable to them. Let's clarify that.
You're not sure nga.
Mr. Chair, dun sa House Bill version, there is a provision there that that yung sale of gold will be subject to a 0.1% tax. However, in the DOF version, we don't have that provision.
Ano? But what was the
0.1% tax rate
What
on the
provision is
sale of gold to BSP.
Which provision is that? What section? Hindi, dito sa matrix.
Mr. Chair, I think there's a provision that deals with a small scale, Minahang Bayan, right? That's why, it's here.
Section 3?
It's page 4.
Yeah.
It mentions about small-scale mining. Small-scale
okay.
metallic mining.
Okay, could the DOF clear that up? Thank you, Senator Legarda. What is why does the DOF not include the royalty rate for small-scale metallic while the House version does? What is the reason for that?
Yung again with our experience with the imposition of a tax rate during the 2012, wherein the sale of gold basically to the BSP nawala because of the imposition of a tax. So yun yung ano namin, that's why we did not include this provision.
You're looking at the larger interest of
Yes.
the sale of gold to the
Yes.
BSP. Okay. All right. So if it's okay with you, can we leave this issue? Any more questions, Senator Legarda?
Oh, I have a lot of questions,
Yeah.
but we will leave it at that since you have 8 more speakers. But first, I would request both agencies, well, the DOF and the MGB, to submit the definition. Iba ba talaga, hindi pa rin maliwanag sa akin, ano yung listahan ng minahan bayan? Ano yung listahan ng small-scale mining? At ayon sa version na nababasa ko sa HOR, ay relevant itong pinag-usapan natin dahil nandyan yung small-scale metallic mining operation. So we see the DOF version.
Yeah.
So after we've read your
Please submit.
submissions,
Please